Good morning. Today we're going to check out Muskego Park in Waukesha County. I think we're going to do the Orange Trail today. It's a 1.4 mile loop. It goes around the whole park. We can go through here. I think we are going to go to the left to start. So the sign up front did say there is 3 poisonous plants to be aware of on this hike. It's poison sumac, I don't know what that is, poison oak, and then wild parsnip. And I guess the wild parsnip must be really bad because they want you to send a photo to the county so they can go take care of it. So I guess stay away from that. So I've only been to this park like one other time. It's been a long time ago. I actually think I did bring Moose with me. But it was like middle of summer and it was very buggy. Okay, cool. Must get very wet there. See? I don't know if that's one of the poison plants, but 3 leaves. I will not be touching anything in this forest. There's a good amount of people walking out there today, but mostly on the street. So I find that interesting that they're not walking on the paths. But you know, you don't have to wear good shoes if you're on the street. Like, it's kind of muddy out here, so I'm glad I have my hiking boots on. It's a pretty little pond over there. Looks like there's ducks. It's so mucky though. They don't care. They're just happy I have water. Which honestly, they should just go a little Muskego. It's not that far. It's a nice little lake nearby. I bet you they have May apples here too. Keep my eyes out. It's so funny that I thought those were like kind of rare. Like the first time I found them in Neshota. Ooh, that's pretty. It's an interesting type flower. It's like just little petals. It's fascinating, I tell ya. So many plant species out there. Jeez, it's like another little pond. It's really pretty out here today, though. If we finish the Orange Trail quick enough, I think we'll do the yellow one too, which is like 2.4 miles around. So we'll see. But speaking of the devil, look at those May apples. These plants are huge. Look, and they got little tiny guys starting to bloom. Or fruit. I just had to start talking about them. But I tell you what, with all the poisonous stuff on this path, I think I will be trying May apples from a different trail. Well, this is part of the yellow path too, which is interesting. So who knows, maybe I'll just jump on the yellow right away. That's the one I was trying to do this morning because it's the 2.4 mile round trip. And that should take us to about the time I need to head out again. Another little late start to the morning. So nice to be able to take advantage of these morning hikes. I have to do some research about the other Waukesha County park systems. See where else we need to go explore. It is my goal to film all the Waukesha County parks, which in the summer I'll definitely film some of the lakes too, because I enjoy paddleboarding and kayaking. And I get out on the water fairly often, especially about an inflatable paddleboard last year. So convenient. I really like the inflatable paddleboard because it just like pops up really quick. If it's in like a backpack, I mean it's a large backpack, but I have an electric pump. Ever since I saw that my friend had one, I was like, screw this manual pump crap. I need one of those electric ones, which I feel like it was a little over $50 for one of those, but honestly it saves you so much time and it fills it up until it's done being at the proper PSI. So in my opinion, it's well worth the investment to get an electric pump. I will definitely film some paddleboarding this summer. So I do have a waterproof phone case, or like wet bag I should say, dry bag, the proper terms, I got it. And then before that though, I might try getting on the water with my kayak. Maybe check out Little Muskego. The lake gets a little mucky in the summer, so it's not the best for paddleboarding. There's just so many noises. You hear a lot of frogs, birds, and dogs. This park is pretty close to a lot of neighborhoods, so there's definitely a lot of dogs around. These flowers are so pretty. Look at that. I'll have to look up and see what those red flowers are. They're like a deep red and they just have like 3 petals. Just very interesting. It looks like there's quite a big pond over that way where I feel like all the frogs are making their noises. They're talking. There's all these yellow flowers too. They're so pretty. I feel like they're all like, you know, like those purple ones, but just different colors. This is very muddy. Looks like there's a side quest here. We're gonna go this way. However, poison oak, poison ivy, sukma. Nope, that's not how you say it. Sumac? Sumac? Yeah, that is very muddy though. That's why I wear the longer socks. Help protect my body. Because you definitely don't want something touching your ankles if it's poisonous. Yeah, I feel like I see a cardinal. Oh, he just flew to a different tree. Let's see if we can find him. I don't think you're going to be able to see his color. Like he's right up there. Oh, you see him? That's a cardinal. He doesn't want to be on camera. So we will continue. Just a little log down. Again, it'd be so fun to do forest cleanup and like get paid for it. Like if that was your job, you just got to go outside and go on hikes all day and you got paid for it. Like how cool is that? Unfortunately, it's not even a side job I could have. With my job, I need to not have rough hands. So unfortunately, that will be a dream for someday. Be nice to be able to do it for volunteer work though too. All these houses just backed up to this little path. Again, I wouldn't want to cut through the lawn or through the woods to get in here if it's all this poisonous plants. I feel like not too many people go on this part of the trail. Again, it just seems like a lot of people stay on the road. But to be fair, I have found that Muskego is very buggy. So it's kind of like prime time to be out here. But even when I stopped for a second to like just adjust my backpack, like I already had some kind of bug on my leg. So even though it's early season, they're coming out. And within like the next week, it's probably going to be really bad. But we are walking past this little pond here. I don't know if you can see that. I feel like my phone's not doing it justice, but that's really pretty. Very calm waters. Well, this is cool. There's some old farming equipment here. Leads me to wonder, is it from these houses by us here to my left? Or is this like old from whoever maybe had this land before it became a park? Because it's very possible it was somebody's property. Or maybe it's the park's property. Like, that is so cool. Just like an old pickup truck. Like, that thing was probably a beast. Mining equipment? I don't know, I could be wrong about that, but it kind of looks like mining equipment. What? I'm so intrigued. Well, this next section seems to be a little bit more out of the woods. Looks like there's a little bit of a tree line here, so I'm sure in the summer when these trees are actually full of buds, if the ones that don't have buds on it aren't dead, I'm sure it does give you some nice coverage from the sun, but I'd say we're pretty much out of the woods. That's just more or less a tree line that we're in. My goodness, hear all those frogs? Yeah, see, that's just somebody's house. I'm sure this gets flooded. Oh, how cool. See, if I had my kayak, that'd be so cool to like go out there. But at the same time, it's probably so buggy and disgusting up there that I don't know if I would want to like even risk getting eaten alive or falling in, which I have never tipped over my kayak before, or my paddleboard, if I'm being honest. Something's making noise. Okay, now time to see if we are on the yellow trail or not. Because I swear, if I was supposed to go the other way, like, that shit was not groomed. And for all that poison plants they are warning us about. Well, what the fudge? I feel like that was yellow and orange. They just didn't have signage. Oh, that sucks. Well, it's okay. We'll just keep walking until it's time to leave. Because I might be able to do like all the trails. We'll see. Well, I guess we're on the blue trail now. Ay. You guys, I must get better at staying on a trail. We get to go to Colorado this year. And we're going to definitely take you guys on some hikes. At least a hike. And yeah, Colorado, you don't want to get lost. So, definitely good to stay on a trail. One of my clients was telling me about a hike we can do in Breckenridge, I believe it is, called Quantum something or another. But he said you start at 11,000 feet and you climb up to 14,000, which is fairly high in elevation. But at least you don't have to start from the bottom. He said it should only take about 4 hours round trip to complete the hike. And then you get to say you did a 14,000 feet hike. But he also said to watch out for any like kind of like a bowl type shape or, divot in the ground, because people poop in those. So, because again, once you get up there, your body doesn't want to work any harder than it needs to. So people are releasing their bowels. So it'll definitely be fun to see a place in Colorado we haven't checked out yet. But Tommy and I are definitely trying to go feed the chipmunks and film that. I don't think we have footage of that on YouTube. I should see if I can dig up some videos and post something, because it's so cool. I think it was like either our last day in the mountains or second to last day in the mountains before we had to fly home. But we stopped at this gold mine because we wanted to do more mining type stuff. And They said buy some chipmunk food for $1. I'm over here thinking, oh, they're just trying to be cute, like calling human snacks chipmunk food. Nope. It was a bag of sunflower seeds, like a sandwich size bag of sunflower seeds that you could like feed wild chipmunks. Kind of dangerous, but you know what? I'm kind of trusting people if they have something like that set up, because like these animals, they trust them, and it must be good people that get brought to them. Anyways, I think we were there for like an hour just feeding the chipmunks from our sunflower seeds we had. And they go right into your hands and eat it. It's so cute. And then I think we did a hike maybe about like 30 minutes away from the gold mine. We saw a chipmunk on the path, and I just jokingly stuck out my hand like, oh, hey, little baby. And he kind of looked like, hey, you got some snacks? Because honestly, 30 minutes away is not that far for animals to travel, I feel. So he could be one of the gold mine chipmunks. Who knows? Because I think what a cool experience for $1. And the gold mine tour was cool too. But yeah, you do not have to do the gold mine tour. You can just come feed the chipmunks. Okay, let's see. There's green and blue. Let's consult the map. It is so high up there. Let's see. I guess let's do the blue loop. And well, that's the road. Well, green. Okay. I think we're going to do the blue loop and go this way. But yes, very excited for Colorado. It's going to be in early fall, so it should be really cool to like go there a bit earlier than we went last time. So last time we went was 2022. It was our first mountain like vacation just for 4 days, and it was amazing. So honestly, I was almost ready to move there, but I just started up a business and it was doing quite well. I was like, you know what? Probably should just pump the brakes and stay here. Plus family and friends couldn't be without. So I don't know, maybe someday we'll just travel where we can be gone for a long time. So it'll be cool to see what life brings us. But anyways, excited to go visit. I just love all the little features in this park. I mean, look it, you got moss on a log moss. But yeah, life, it's so beautiful. So lucky to be able to go on little morning hikes like this. Like, to see this, let me see if I can get the sun in there too. Let me back out. Like, and nobody is out here. I saw one other person on the trail so far, and it was quite a while ago. I know, this is so nice. And it's about like maybe 8:30 in the morning, so not even too early either, but it is, you know, middle of the work week, so there's plenty of people who can't just like come out whenever they want. Usually I would be one of those people. Again, when I have an opening, if it's not in the middle of my day, like where I have just a weird gap, I don't really feel like filling it. It's nice to sleep in sometimes, and it's also nice to go on hikes. I personally prefer to leave work early and do more after work, but beggars can't be choosers. I'll definitely take a delayed morning any day. You know, they say be careful what you wish for, because when I was on the way to work yesterday, I already had like my first appointment cancel like 2 days prior, and I was like, yeah, definitely not booking that. And then my way to work, I was like, ooh, if that second person canceled, that would be a nice little gap there. And then I got to work and I had a text message saying, hey, I can't make it. And I was like, oh, it's fabulous. So really be careful what you ask for, because sometimes you get what you ask for, which I was very happy I did. Man, the amount of green that is on this forest bed is just amazing. Oh, and those white flowers are gorgeous too. I love that. Man, that tree is so bendy. like, and thick. Honestly, that's kind of cool. Just shows how resilient nature is. Ain't going nowhere. Okay, it looks like we are approaching another intersection. And you guys, looks like we're gonna get back on that yellow trail. Yippee. So I think maybe, well, I don't know, I don't remember seeing a bench. So I was gonna say maybe I came from this way. Well, we're gonna go this way and we're gonna try to stay on yellow. I feel like when I do decide I need to leave the woods here, I might end up on the street, try and walk back to my car. Because like my orientation of where I'm at right now is very unsure. But that's also why I always have my phone with me, because if I need to call like an Uber to come pick me up and take me back to my car, that's an option. Again, do not foresee that for this park. But yeah, I just bought a metal raised bed garden. I'm not sure how many feet wide it is. Probably about the size of this path, like width. But anyways, I'm going to do a little veggie garden this year. Usually I do my veggies in a 5-gallon container, like Home Depot bucket. But this year I want to do like something bigger. So I bought all my plants already, and then we put the dirt in. The only thing I need to do is go get like some fence posts to like stick in the garden. I'm going to need the fence in my garden to keep out all the squirrels and bunnies that want to eat and dig in my garden. Like honestly, I wouldn't put it past those bunnies to make babies in my garden, like to nest them in there, because they do that crap. And I don't get it, because moose like kills them all the time. How do we even have bunnies? But yeah, I think I'm gonna try to film me putting like the plants in the garden and like doing the fence. And then I think I need another little like perimeter fence so moose doesn't pee on my garden. Okay, so my guess is we did come from that direction, but we're gonna go this way and go on yellow, because I think, yeah, we'll wrap around this other direction at least, so we should see different things. But that's pretty beautiful back there. But yeah, I plan on doing some gardening videos, so that way I can kind of learn what I'm doing wrong too, in case we ever get people who, you know, are watching our videos and know something about gardening. Feel free to tell me stuff in the comments, because I would love to learn more, and you know, just haven't found like a class to go to. So if anyone knows of any good Wisconsin gardening classes, let me know, because I think it's important to know how to grow your own food. Damn, that is so mucky. Oh, you can see that too. Like, I don't know if I'd want that directly behind me like that, so close to my house. It's not even like a body of water you can use. I feel like it's just like a danger for pets and kids. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty. Gives you that like water vibe. You're like, oh, nice path. Those people opened it up. Okay, there's a gray path too, which we are not taking. We are going to stay on the yellow. The gray actually just takes you to the road, so I am probably very close to where I parked, my guess. It's getting a little bit buggier. And just take a little break here for a sec. But yeah, I've been working on some of our past hiking videos from Arizona. I pretty much just finished up that like video, like editing it down. We just have to do a little bit of fine tuning. But yeah, we'll be posting that soon. And then now I'm working on cutting down our UTV trip that we booked. It was like a 4-hour trip through Yosemite, or like the neighboring forest to Yosemite. So I think there were some sequoia trees in there too, so that's pretty cool. I feel like we have a lot of backlog footage that I'm going to just dig through and try to post a lot, because like we have really cool stuff we've done, and try to go back and look through all our footage and see what I can find that's, you know, of value, and post it, because I feel like I've always been like curious about recording what I'm doing, just so I can look back at it. Helps me remember like exactly what that moment felt like, which I think is such a cool thing that we can do. Which again, maybe sometimes you don't want to remember exactly what that moment felt like, but what's cool about editing is you can take out any bad stuff and then it just looks like it was a great time, and you can almost like rewrite the memory to be amazing, not just good. So very excited about the Arizona hike. I feel like it's one of our better ones. So it's kind of funny stuff in there, in my opinion. Just us being goofy, which I'm excited for us to kind of, you know, loosen up a little bit more on film and just kind of be more of ourselves, because I feel like we're just a bunch of goofs. Anyways, can we talk about this? Like, where am I? Like, this shit is pretty cool. But again, I'm so happy I don't have Moose here, because I feel like he would definitely fall. Oh, it's the cardinal. You guys, I feel like I've been seeing so many cardinals lately. Oh, and he's just chilling there. Oh, look at him. You guys. What is this? Why am I being able to get so close to him? Hi, baby. Oh. It's another cardinal. Are they just like making babies right now? I'll try. Like, look at that, you guys. That red. It's a cardinal. Dude, he's just chilling there. This little cardinal is just so cool. Oh, you guys, it's not a cardinal. It is a red flag. How embarrassing. Look at the beautiful bird. Another one. JK. You know what? It fooled me. The other one was a bird. We saw it fly. I wasn't lying. But I think going back through some of the old footage and editing it, it'll kind of like make me feel like we're on vacation again, which will tide me over until we can go on vacation again. Because right now, other than Colorado, we don't really have anything booked to like do anything. And I would love to do another road trip, which I don't think we have quite enough vacation hours, because really I should work too a bunch, so I don't get paid to have off. But I mean, honestly though, if we could do like, you know, maybe take 3 days off work around a weekend and like just do a mini little road trip, that would be so cool. Like maybe to Tennessee or Kentucky, somewhere a little bit closer to Wisconsin, because I really want to take Moose somewhere with us. Again, we're going to Michigan in June for our family reunion, and I'm kind of thinking about maybe booking another day in the UP just to like break up our trip, but I don't know, we'll see. All right, well, that's a good sign that we see a parking lot here. I feel like that's almost like one of the family campsites, or maybe that's like the entrance to the Legacy Forest, which I don't know if that's what I'm on. Who knows? They have an exit right here, which honestly is good to know that you can just jump on here and kind of be on yellow. There's like actually a path through here. It's probably to that neighborhood, so I probably don't want to go that way. But yes, we're gonna stay on yellow and continue forward. But this is a good sign that I'm like now just doing like the loop around the park, because I should pop out by my car. And honestly, probably could do a little bit more if I want, because I don't think it's going to take me an hour to get there. So I might try to find a nice little short trail to hop on. Yeah, this is great. I feel like I hear a worker. Does sound like it. Okay, you're not allowed to go that way. Private property. Ooh, it's kind of cooler over here. I find that so interesting that there are like cold spots on the earth. Based on like what's around, I feel like kind of makes it colder or not, or kind of traps the cold air in. But you know, Tommy and I, we ride motorcycles, and sometimes when we're riding in the summer, we'll go past an area and it's so cold. Like it's 80 degrees out. It's nice and toasty. It feels so good to move, and then you go past like this little spot next to the road and it's like, oh, who turned the AC on? Which again is kind of nice because it cools you down a little bit more. Yeah, it's just, the earth is so interesting. Okay, it looks like yellow is straight. That's just to the road. Like, what a fun job. Just built like drive something like that. It looks like we're approaching the office. So that means we're actually towards the front of the park, which means we're not very far from the car. We'll see where this takes us. See, there's all these like little side quest paths, and I don't know if I'm supposed to go that way. Oh, it does look like it. Let's just cross the street. There's a parking lot like right over here that you can park at. It does say the Legacy Forest at the parking lot, so I don't know if it like starts there. But again, we're gonna stay on the yellow path. So it's really actually picking up a bit wind-wise, so I'm sorry if it's kind of loud. But we are close to like a busy road now, because this park is off of Jamesville Road in Muskego, and I believe it gets up to like 45 miles an hour right here, and people are probably going much faster. So something to consider when you're doing the yellow loop, because you are going to go past the road, where I feel like the other loops you don't. So I don't know. But again, if you're trying to get the mileage down, then jump on the yellow. Which again, I don't know if we've done the whole yellow one or not, because by the time we get there, I would assume there might still be some yellow that we didn't do, because I feel like we started off on orange. No, I don't know if you can hear. They're so pretty. Their song is so pretty. I wonder what kind of bird that is. It's just such a pretty sound. I'm sorry if that's annoying to some, but I think it's gorgeous. So that was a little different. They're talking about somebody. Maybe me. I think he hears me. I can only sometimes whistle. I do decent though. Okay, so it's very interesting because like this little machinery tractor type thing that's driving around, they're like picking up picnic tables, but I don't know where they're putting them, because I didn't want to film them doing their job, you know. But anyways, it's just interesting to see them moving them around. Maybe they were on the grass, so they're taking it off so they can mow. I don't know. I assume some of this stays lawn. I could be wrong. So we're still on the yellow trail. I feel like we're going to walk past my car here pretty soon. So then I need to make some decisions if I want to just call it quits and go back to the house, or if I want to continue. Which I don't know. I might just call it quits and go back to the house, get ready for work, hang out with Moosey, and then just try to get out here again soon. Probably not to this park like right away, but again, this one's not too far away. So who knows? Maybe we'll be back sooner than later. I just might not film it unless it's like really different. I kind of feel like you got the gist of this place. They do actually have a beach. I think it's like a man-made little lake, but I want to say it's pretty dinky. If anything, I'll try to drive past that and get a little footage of it at the very end so you can see. But people camp here, so it's like nice to have a little lake. And honestly, pretty cool to have a little camping area so close to like Waukesha County, because I know you can camp at Lapham Peak too. I just don't know if they have like traditional camping, because I didn't really like look, but we did see like the backpacking area, so there's that. Okay, see? I don't know if you can see the tractor. Oh, sorry guys, this is shit. But they have picnic tables. Yeah, it does look like you just go straight here. It's like this is a personal start. I'm gonna stop filming because there's a person here.